so much more upgraded. He has armor level 2 and weapons level 2 against oGs right now that he would not be able to take on this force. Warping in some more, trying to even up this barrier right here. He realizes that the Zerg is going to have a lot of momentum going in, is going to be able to replenish his forces much faster than the Protoss player will. So we see this Nexus is almost up, already putting in this double assimilator saturation right here. Might even we see another Nexus coming down soon as well, but a little bit too early to tell. I'm sure we're going to see a Harvester transfer coming soon. Here's a nice centrifugal block. He was able to keep that force at bay right here. He's able to effectively split off the army. He does have the blink upgrade. Great play by Kiwi right here, but that is a lot of Hydralisk to deal with. He was going to have to do some more micro and try to deal with this force right here. Blinking back, but I think Kiwi is in a pretty decent position. Warping in some more Stalkers. Looking at the army composition right now, oGs is still pretty sizably ahead up from Kiwi. And this base is not yet saturated. I was expecting a Harvester transplant. There he goes right now. But I think Kiwi is going to need to... Kiwi should definitely be chrono boosting out that third level armor and weapons upgrade. So that's what we see right here. oGs nearing his food limit. He's only 22 away, 19 away right now, 16, 14 away from the 200 food limit. So Kiwi is just not able to replenish his forces as fast as a Zerg player. We see right now that is a huge difference in income, and that's why we're able to see that replenishment. And now the Zergling patrol force is going to be able to move across this map, gain a lot of map control, deny any expansion that might be coming up right here. We do see there's only one photon cannon in this base right now. I would like to see some more saturation on this part since it's a high yield and he needs those extra resources as much as possible. I think Kiwi should definitely be going for something a little bit more. A Zergling party going back here, and there is a photon cannon, but honestly against this number of Zerglings, it's going to be difficult for Kiwi to defend against this. A couple of Zealots going in here, and they're going straight to the Nexus. They might be able to take it down. More Zealots being thrown in here, but I think the Nexus is actually going to be okay. The Zerglings are not going to be able to destroy this in time. A nice play by Kiwi, though, because he might be able to guarantee this Nexus. And that looks like that's what he's doing. He's not even worrying about the Stalkers right now. The Nexus goes down, and the Hydralisks are moving back right now. They are a little bit outmatched. He did split his force, and Hydra's actually coming here as well. So a three-prong attack by oGs, trying to go for every single Nexus on the map from Kiwi. So Kiwi right now is pretty much forced to go on the offensive. He's not going to be able to replenish his forces that fast, so he pretty much has to go and try and defeat oGs. On the forefront, might we even see a base race right here? All the production facilities are going down. There are only a couple of gateways here. The high yield long distance mining is going on, and Kiwi just with a handful of Stalkers right here. We see that he is still very outmatched on the army size. The Zerg player is constantly replenishing his force, and Kiwi is actually going to decide to blink up here and not lose these precious production facilities, but I don't think that Kiwi is going to be able to take on oGs at this point in the game. He should have gone for the push, in my opinion, and just tried to go for a base race, because there's no way he is going to be able to keep up against the Zerg force right here. Zerg is even coming in against this Nexus, so right now there's just so much map control in the Zerg player's favor, and Corruptors even being produced right now. Might we see some Broodlords? Is there a Greater Spire or a Hive in the way? No, there's no Hive, so he's just getting those Corruptors right now for their corruption ability, possibly, in case there are some heavy tech units, but it is just Stalkers right now on the map. A couple of Zerglings and one Sentry. Looking at the income, it is pretty dismal right now. It is pretty much twice for oGs right now. He is mined out and his main base. He is almost mined out here. He only has a couple of patches left. This base is going strong, and he's just taking the high yield right now. So Kiwi actually was able to deny a little bit of aggressive movement on the Zerg players' side, but he lost so much of his. He lost a decent amount of his production and a good amount of his economy. And here is the Stalker play, blinking, trying to blink back, trying to get some decent force fields here right now, but I don't know if Kiwi's going to have enough. Actually, I think his upgrades and armor is definitely playing in his favor right now. He is taking on this Hydralisk force. There's little that oGs can do right now against this high-tech Stalker army, but oGs is also going to be able to just keep producing. Looking, he has tons of production, 23 Roaches, a Mutalisk, and a Hydralisk thrown into the mist. At the same time, oGs is, at the same time, Kiwi is not really producing anything except for just the Nexus. So I think oGs is going to be able to out-macro Kiwi once again, unless he's going to be able to get some miraculous play in here. I would like to see a Colossus or some kind of High Templar play. I think that would really help Kiwi's force right now. Kiwi right now in a really tough position. Looking at the army size, it is 100 difference. So oGs pretty much just has to march on this force, take them out, and just throw in another swarm if the Kiwi is able to defend against this. But I don't think he's going to be able to. oGs just has such a force, so much map control right now. Only 2 bases for Kiwi and another base coming up for oGs, so I don't think there's going to be a lot that he can do. 2 sentries are going to be thrown out on those shields, trying to split up the army, but this is a big place to try to get a split off. Kiwi in a tough position. Roaches encroaching in on these stalkers right now, and I don't know what Kiwi can do against this. That is pretty much it for Kiwi. There's not a lot being produced right here. 4 stalkers are being warped in, but I don't think that Kiwi is going to be able to defend against this army right here. I think this is pretty much going to be a GG, and that's just what we're waiting for. There's nothing in KiwiKaKi's favor, and that is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like oGs is going to be progressing into the next round of games. Unfortunately, Kiwi has been dethroned in round 16, but he did put up some great games. I really enjoyed watching Kiwi's Forge play, where he goes straight for that 3-3 upgrade. But what I think he needs to do is, in the late game, go for some kind of tech, because against a Zerg mass and a Zerg player who's able to just keep expanding around the base, around the map, he's going to need something, some kind of mobility, some kind of AoE. Colossus, I think, would be great. That's what we saw those Corruptors for, probably, in case the Colossus were coming out, but we did not see them, so a High Templar would have actually been a pretty nice move against this force to get some static mobility, if that makes sense, where he's just pretty much just has a huge strike force going in slowly. Since High Templar moved pretty slow across the map, they would be able to just tear away at this with some static D and some Zealots protecting the rest of these Nexuses. But fantastic play by oGs, going for pretty much a 3-prong attack. That was very nice to see. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this commentary, please subscribe to my channel at the link below, and please subscribe to iCCupTV, because there are more games to come. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.